There will come a day, maybe it's today, when you wake up, and for the first few seconds, you lie still, staring at the ceiling, feeling the weight of everything you said you'd do, but haven't. You had big plans the night before. You told yourself, tomorrow, I start. But now, it's morning. And that fire you felt? Gone. No motivation, no drive, no energy. And in that silent moment, where no one's watching, no one's clapping, and no one's pushing you to move, a decision is made. A quiet decision, but a powerful one. You either get up, or you don't. And my friend, that is the moment your future is built. Not in the glory, not in the spotlight, but in the shadows of routine, in the small moments when nothing feels magical, and yet, something divine is unfolding, if you choose to act. You see, we've been lied to. We've been told that success comes from passion, that all we need is the right podcast, the perfect playlist, the goosebumps, the motivation, the feeling. And then everything will click. But the truth? Motivation is a visitor. Discipline is the resident. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the flame that keeps burning, long after the crowd is gone, long after your mood has changed, long after your friends have quit. There will be mornings when you don't want to get up. Nights when you don't want to keep going. You will be tired. You will be uninspired. You will be tempted to pause, to wait, to say, not today. But the world doesn't reward the person who waits to feel ready. It rewards the person who moves, even when they don't. Let me tell you the truth. Champions are built on boring days. On messy mornings. On quiet nights when no one believes in you but you. Discipline is not sexy. It's not flashy. It's not Instagrammable. It's repetition. It's sweat. It's silence. It's pain. It's putting your shoes on when your mind screams to stay in bed. It's writing that one page when your heart feels numb. It's working on your craft when your friends are out, when your phone is full of distractions, when your doubts get loud and your results feel invisible. But that's where the strong are separated from the hopeful. That's where the real journey begins. Napoleon Hill once said, "Do not wait, the time will never be just right." And he was right. You will never feel fully ready. You will never feel perfectly inspired. So you either start where you are, with what you have, or you surrender your life to the lie, that it will all feel right someday. Someday is the dream killer. Discipline is the dream builder. And here's what they won't tell you. It's not the days you feel strong that shape your character. It's the days you feel nothing at all, but still choose to show up anyway. That's when you win. That's when you grow. That's when you start becoming the person you swore you'd be. So if you're watching this now, and you're tired, lost, stuck, or tempted to quit, let this moment be your wake-up call. Not a spark. Not a feeling. But a decision. A decision to stop depending on motivation, and start developing discipline. Because it is discipline, not emotion, that makes you unstoppable. And if this message is waking something deep inside you, if you're ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment, and start building your perfect life, then subscribe now. Tap the like button. Show this video some love. Share it with a friend who's been procrastinating their greatness. And drop a comment below. I will act, even when I don't feel like it. Because this is more than a video. This is a movement. A shift. A new standard. Discipline beats motivation, and today, you prove it. The lie we were sold, and the truth that sets you free. We were sold a dream, wrapped in perfect images, loud music, flashing lights. A dream that says, when you're motivated, you'll succeed. But the truth is colder. And it's simpler. And far more powerful. Because here's what no one told you. Motivation is not a strategy. Motivation is a feeling. And feelings change like the wind. One day, you feel unstoppable, and the next, you can't even get out of bed. So what happens to your dreams when that feeling disappears? What happens to your goals when your soul feels quiet? Do you stop? Do you pause? Do you wait for the fire to come back? Because if you do, you've already lost. You see, the world has fooled us. Social media showed us highlight reels. We saw the six-pack, the success, the million-dollar lifestyle. And they told us, all you need is motivation. But that's not what built the great ones. That's not what built inventors, leaders, legends. That's not what built people who changed the world. What built them was discipline. Cold, consistent, lonely, daily discipline. Doing what must be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. Let me take you back. There was a young man, brilliant, talented, full of fire. He wanted to be a writer. His heart beat with words. He dreamed of publishing novels, inspiring millions, becoming a voice for his generation. Every night before he slept, he said to himself, "Tomorrow, I will start." He lit candles, made tea, set his notebooks just right. He waited for the perfect morning. The perfect mood. The perfect spark. And morning after morning, year after year, he waited. He waited for motivation. He waited for inspiration. He waited, and life moved on without him. 10 years later, his shelves were still empty. His stories unwritten. His dream, dying. Not because he lacked talent. Not because he wasn't smart enough. Not because he didn't care. But because he was addicted to waiting for motivation. And he never learned the real truth. That discipline is the author of every great story. Let me speak directly to you now. How many things have you delayed, postponed, abandoned, simply because you didn't feel like it? How many times have you told yourself, "I will start next week, I will wait until I'm ready, I will do it when I have more energy"? Let me ask you this, did that energy ever come? Did ready ever arrive? Of course not. Because ready is not a place you find. It's a decision you make. Napoleon Hill once said, "Do not wait, the time will never be just right." And those words are eternal. Because if you build your life around motivation, you'll build on sand. But if you build on discipline, you build on rock. Discipline is not exciting, it's not dramatic, it doesn't thrill the heart like a viral quote or a sudden surge of energy. But discipline is loyal. Discipline is honest. Discipline is the quiet soldier that carries your dreams on its back, day after day, year after year. Here's the real truth you must face. You do not rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your discipline. You don't win because you feel inspired. You win because you do the work anyway. And when you master that, when you learn to move through the fog, to work through the fatigue, to build even when your emotions don't cooperate, you become dangerous. You become free. Because nothing can stop a person who's not waiting to feel ready. Think of the people you admire, the great athletes, the thinkers, the creators, the leaders. Do you think they felt like training every day? Do you think they woke up every morning full of joy and energy? No, but they trained. They wrote. They worked. They showed up. Because discipline is not about feeling. It's about identity. It's saying, "This is who I am. I write. I study. I train. I build. Not when I feel like it, but because I decided that this is the life I want." So now I turn the question back to you. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be someone who starts things, but never finishes? Someone who waits for permission from their feelings? Someone who dies with potential still inside? Or do you want to be the kind of person who shows up? Who builds, who grows, who acts, no matter what? Because the choice is always yours. Discipline is not a punishment. It's a declaration of love. Love for your future. Love for your purpose. Love for who you're becoming. And if this message is speaking to the deepest parts of you, if something inside you is waking up, if your future self is screaming, yes, then make a real commitment. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button to affirm it. Share this message with someone who's tired of being stuck. And comment below, "I choose discipline over feelings." Because today is not about feeling ready. It's about becoming ready, by showing up. Every day. No matter what. And that is how you win. Discipline, the unseen force that builds champions. Let's speak plainly now. You've been taught to chase feelings. To ride the waves of excitement, to follow your mood, to do it when it feels right. But the truth? That kind of thinking is what keeps people average. That's what keeps dreams locked in notebooks, visions buried in fear, and potential rotting in silence. Because life doesn't care how you feel. Success doesn't care if you're tired. Discipline, true, raw, unshakable discipline, is what turns dreams into reality. Think of it this way: motivation is like a match. It burns bright, hot, fast, but it dies in seconds. Discipline is the furnace. The deep, steady, burning fire that never goes out. It doesn't flicker when it rains. It doesn't fade when you're sad. It keeps burning because it was built to last. And in this world, furnaces build legacies. You want to write a book? Then write 1 page a day, even when your heart is broken. You want to change your body? Then train when your legs ache, eat clean when your cravings scream, and wake up when the rest of the world sleeps. You want to build a business? Then work in silence. Sell when no one buys. Learn when you fail. Show up when you're broke, discouraged, and doubting everything. Because that's what champions do. That's what creators do. That's what the disciplined do. Napoleon Hill said, "Patience, persistence and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success." He never said passion. He never said excitement. He never said you need to feel ready. Because those who wait to be inspired are servants to their emotions. But those who act, regardless of how they feel, they become masters of their fate. Let me share a story. There was a young boxer in a dusty, forgotten town. No fans. No money. No cheers. But every morning at 4, while others slept, he ran in the cold. He punched frozen air. He trained like his life depended on it. Not because he was motivated. He wasn't. He was tired. He was sore. But he was committed. Years passed. No one noticed. But then, one day, he walked into a ring. And the world finally saw what discipline had been building in the dark. He didn't win that fight with talent. He didn't win with hype. He won because discipline turned him into a weapon. A man who could not be broken, because he didn't rely on feelings, he relied on standards. Now I ask you, what are your standards? When life hits you, when motivation disappears, when your body says no, when your mind begs for comfort, what do? Do you fold? Or do you follow through? Because discipline means doing what you said you would do, long after the mood you said it in has left. It means showing up when no one claps. It means moving forward when no one sees you. It means building in the shadows so that one day, your light will be impossible to ignore. Listen carefully. Discipline is not restriction. It is freedom. The freedom to live a life most people can't. The freedom to wake up proud. The freedom to trust yourself. To respect yourself. To know that you don't just wish, you work. You don't just dream, you do. Most people don't need more motivation. They need better habits. They need structure. They need the truth. The truth that discipline is the difference between what you want and what you get. So today, choose discipline. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Get up when it's hard. Start again when you fail. Move forward when your mind screams to quit. Because with every small act of discipline, you build a foundation that nothing, no setback, no mood, no fear, can tear down. And over time, you won't even recognize the person you've become. You'll be stronger, sharper, unstoppable. Not because you had perfect days, but because you acted on imperfect ones. So if this message touched something deep inside you, if your spirit is stirring, don't just feel it. Honor it. Subscribe to this channel right now. Like this video, so it reaches more people ready to become their best. Share it with someone you love, someone who's tired of waiting. And comment below. I will build with discipline. Say it out loud. Write it. Breathe it. Make it your truth. Because discipline is the secret to acting when you don't feel like it. And those who act own the future.